Hello everyone, welcome back to Perfectly Imperfect Designs. My name's Teresa. Thank you for joining me today. I've had a couple requests asking me to make a wreath using Dollar Tree Deco mesh. So that's what I'm going to do today. My supplies are this 14-inch wire wreath frame from the Dollar Tree. I'll also be using pipe cleaners cut into thirds. I just do that by bending it over just like this and cutting them. I've already got some of them cut. I'm also using black pipe cleaners. So to get started, I'm going to be doing the Woodland Ruffle today. And the way that I do that is, let me figure out where I'm going to set it. Put it back there. Okay. The way that I do that, roll out the mesh. I'm going to count to, let's see, how many yards is in this? There's 5 yards. So I'm going to be making my strips 12 inches long. 24. I'll cut with this and use this as a weight. Matter of fact, I want to get a clean edge cut on this because that drives me crazy. Dollar Tree mesh is not my favorite mesh to work with, but it was a request, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm measuring on my mat. I'm using my rotary cutter to cut. Cut a couple of these, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Oh, 26. You guys, you could just sit down, watch TV, do whatever you like to do, and cut your mesh up all at the same time. I'm not exactly positive how much mesh this is going to take. It's been a few years since I've used Dollar Tree mesh, but I think it's going to be fun. So let's see what I got going on. Okay, I'm going to be doing the Woodland Ruffle today. How I do it, pull your mesh out, roll it 1, 2 times is good enough. Take a clip, any kind of clip you have, turn it around again, do the same thing. 2. Now you're going to walk your fingers up to the other side and pull it together. Then you have a little Woodland Ruffle. So I don't have orange pipe cleaners, so I am using these gold ones, which will be just fine. I have used a whole lot of orange pipe cleaners lately. Okay, so here we have the Woodland Ruffle with our 12-inch strip of mesh. That in here. The next type of mesh that I'm going to be using is this sparkle mesh from Crafter Square, and since I'm using the orange Deco mesh, I wanted to use the orange spider web tool, orange and black tool, and this is, how many feet is this? This is 3 yards. So I should be able to get 9 pieces out of this if I cut them at 12 inches. So again, these are going to be cut at 12 inches as well. That like that. Now all I'm going to be doing with this tool is just making a ruffle. So you just walk it in kind of like an accordion, you know, like you used to do with paper. I just think using this is going to give me a little bit more dimension to the wreath. For some reason the gold pipe cleaners are cut in half. And then we're just going to end up with this little flower looking thing, which adds texture and dimension to the wreath. The next type of mesh I'll be using along with this, decorative mesh, 6 inches by 3 yards. I'm going to also be cutting this at 12 inches. It's a good idea to keep this type of mesh away from the deco mesh until you're ready to place it down into the wreath. This sticks to everything. Like that. Okay, we're going to do the accordion style ruffle. Just walk your fingers up it. Pinch it in the middle. I'm going to grab a black pipe cleaner this time. Pull up on it and twist. This is how it will go onto the wreath frame. So I'm going to show you with these 3 pieces how it goes on. We're going to be working from the back. I'm going to put this on bar 2 as I call it. I call this 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm putting these on bar 2. Sometimes it's easier to twist the wreath frame than it is the pipe cleaner. And then when you get it on, just push it back down in there so it's not going to scratch the door. I'm going to show you what this one looks like. We're going to take our Woodland Ruffle, go to the one right next to it, which is bar 3 to me. And I'm going to cut this pipe cleaner off because it's entirely too long. Even to finagle it back down in there. I mean, now I'm going to place one of the spider web. Ribbons on the sparkle mesh. And I'm going to go back to bar 2. I'm alternating between bar 2 and bar 3. It over, twist it on. Now, if you want to, you can use more than one bar to tie it on. You could tie it onto these 2 bars or these 2 bars. I'm going to try that next and see if that's any better. And you just push that back down in there. You don't want it to be standing up. So this is what we have so far. Just like that. Alright, you guys, I'm going to finish one section right here. And when I get back, I'll tell you how many of each that I used. Okay, friends, I've got half of the wreath completed. This is what it looks like so far. I have cut up 5 rolls of deco mesh, 2 rolls of the black speckled mesh, and 2 rolls of the spider web tool with the orange spider webs. When I get done, I'll be able to give you a better count of exactly how many I used. But for right now, I've got 5 rolls of deco mesh cut to 12 inches each strip. I also cut the speckled black ribbon to 12 inches as well as the spider web tool. So I still have to go around and cut my frays off, but I don't do that until the end. Now you're probably wondering why I got pipe cleaners on here. My reasoning for this is I put them on every crossbar so that I can add ribbon when I get finished. And I will show you that when we get to that step. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. If you are, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Hit the bell for notifications if you would. I do a lot of different wreaths for seasons, a lot of different ways, holidays. I just enjoy making wreaths. So let me finish the second part and I will be back. Alright you guys, I'm back. I just wanted to show you something before we do anything more to the wreath. With this regular Dollar Tree wreath ring, I call it a wreath frame, but they're calling it a wreath ring, you're going to want to cut your pipe cleaners only in half if you're placing whatever type of style of mesh that you're using on these two bars and these two bars. You can get away with cutting your pipe cleaners in thirds if you're just going to use bar number 2 and bar number 3. I use it as bar 1, 2, 3, 4. So in thirds you can get it around 1 bar, but it's too much fighting with the pipe cleaner, if you know what I'm saying. It's easier just to cut them in half if you're going to wrap around 2 rings. Another thing, if you wrap around the 2 rings, your Deco mesh on the pipe cleaner is less likely to slide. But sometimes with this method, you're going to want to be able to slide it. So you're going to, if you put it on here, you just push it up, put your next pedal on, push it up, and do it that way. So that's just a bit of advice that I have for you. And do it your way by all means. I'm just telling you what I found out. Okay, my sign here is from the Dollar Tree, and I got this a couple of years ago. Can you read that? Let's see if I can get it to focus. I'll put it down in the description box. But I love this sign. I think it is so cute. I'm going to show you what I do. I'm going to show you what you can do to make holes in your signs, or you can just glue your pipe cleaners to the back so that you don't have any holes in your signs. So I've got some black pipe cleaners here. First of all, this is the completed wreath. I love it. I used about 4.5 rolls of Deco mesh. I still have 1.5 rolls left. I started with 6. I put the pipe cleaners on the 2 outside rings of every crossbar. Right on the crossbar, the outside part of it. The ribbon that I'm going to be using is this ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. I may use this ribbon. I'm not sure. This may be too big and I just might not like the way it looks. So anyway, let's get the sign on first. Make sure. Okay, pipe cleaners there, 2 at the top, 1 at both sides. There we go. Like you can use this and hammer it into, don't do it there. Do it on a piece of wood or something where it's not going to mess up your surface of whatever you're doing it on. Now I'm going to prep the back of the sign so that we can put it on the wreath. That way the glue can set up before we add it, and meanwhile I can add whatever ribbons I want to add. So the way that I do that, I like to use E6000 and hot glue. I kept the tag on there so I would know where the middle is. Okay. Because hot glue can give it, will not work if your wreath is located, on a door where it's super hot. Because what does hot glue do when it heats up? it melts and then it will fall off. So let's see. Got some little black felt pieces here. One. And you know, you don't have to put your pipe cleaners in the middle if you don't want to. You can actually stick them wherever you want on the back of this. It's not going to make a difference, really. This is just how I chose to do it. I make a lot of wreaths, so I have a lot of different devices that you can put on the back of a wreath sign, because I also make wreath signs. I'll list my Etsy link down below. I just really am glad that I made this wreath with Dollar Tree mesh because it was super fun. Okay, we're going to set the sign aside. I'll go ahead and cut the tag off of it. There we go. Okay, now for ribbon. I'm really thinking that this ribbon is going to be entirely too wide, but I'm going to open it and see. How many inches is this? 4-inch ribbon. I thought it was, I just wasn't 100% sure. How many yards? Ooh, there's only 2 yards. That's only 6 feet of ribbon. So what I'm going to do, on my mat here, let's see. I don't think we're going to need 12-inch ribbons. I'm going to go to, I think I'll start out at 9. Or no, we'll do 10-inch ribbons. Ribbon tails. Open this one because I want this to go on top. And I only need 6 sets. This one has 9 feet, 3 yards. Cut this at 10. Now I'm going to dovetail the end. You want to fold it in half. Put the wires together. Cut from the folded side towards the wire. You're less likely to cut yourself that way than doing this. And it's easier on your scissors than if you go like this and start at the wire. Always cut on the folded side going down to make a dovetail. And you come up with that. Same with the 4-inch. Well, that one didn't turn out too good. Redo it. There we go. Okay, then my trash can's down here. What I do is fold it in half to find my center. Just scrunch it up the middle. So that you have this. I'm going to show it. So it's like this. We're just going to place it down into the pipe cleaner. I think that was plenty long enough for this. Now you can just roll your pipe cleaner down, put it in the back, you know, pretty much do as you please with it. It's your project. But what I have going on, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut mine off. And then just push that little nubby part down. So this is what we have. Isn't that cute? I love it. I'm going to cut the rest of my ribbon tails. Place them on I'm going to cut the rest of my ribbon tails. Put them into the pipe cleaners. And when I get back, we'll place the sign and any other decorations that I want to add. Okay, I was able to add the ribbon tails. I think they look super cute. I love it. This was so much fun to make. Now the sign, it's had a little bit of time to set up. Let me see how I want this. I still have some frays on here that need to be cut off. I don't really think there is a way to make Dollar Tree mesh not fray. It's fraying whether it's concealed or in the open like mine. Actually, there's no such thing as mesh that does not fray. I've worked a lot of years making wreaths, and even the best quality mesh will fray. I think I like it right here. So I'm just going to push the pipe cleaner down and make sure you hook it to the frame and not your mesh. It will not stay. Put the other one down. I'll turn it over. Show you how I'm doing it. You want to make sure you pull your mesh out from underneath. You don't want your sign smashing everything. That is not a good look. You want it to kind of sit up there on the top. Okay, so I'm going to twist this around here. Twist your pipe cleaner onto the frame. Now the back of my wreath does not look that bad. I like to cover up the mechanics when I make a wreath. Do this a couple more times. But the one thing that you guys should never do, don't buy placemats from, you know, the Dollar Tree or Dollar General or wherever, even Walmart. The dye that is used on those placemats is very, I don't want to say cheap, it's just a dye that will run if it gets wet and ruin your entire wreath. So just, you know, if you're going to cover it, maybe get some white felt and put it on the black or back or black felt. Turn it over again and make sure it's down where I want it. I'm going to go ahead and put this one through. Put this bow right up on top of her little head. Little boo ghost. I just think she's adorable. I do have a couple spiders I could put on here. If your pipe cleaner is close to a crossbar, that's really the best place to tie it on to. Pardon my voice, guys. I've been fighting a cold and a cough. But it's okay. I'll get better. Okay, since this is the top of our wreath, up here where I'm at, you need to put a hanger on it. And I'll show you how I do that. Cut this off. You could always just hang the wreath from the frame itself. Isn't that adorable? I absolutely love it. Whoops, there goes all my mesh. This is everything I have left over, plus a whole roll. So I'm going to be making something else because this was super fun. See, there's a little spider up there, so I was thinking about adding a spider. I don't like scary when it comes to Halloween. I like cute and sweet. I'm just not a scary kind of creator, I guess. I prefer cute. Should I put the spider on there just to add a little bit more Halloween to it? Make it look a little bit more Halloween-y, I guess. If I stuck it to the sign, that would be kind of cute. Or I could just put it like right here. I feel like it needs something about right here since we didn't actually put a bow on it. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to add the spider or not, you guys. Just haven't decided. Let's see if I can add a little bow to her hair. If that's what you call it. You guys probably think I'm crazy. Just make a simple little bow to put in her hair. Fold one side in, fold the other side in, scrunch it. That's cute. I'm doing that. Take a piece of ribbon. Wrap it around your center. Make a little hair bow. Isn't that cute? I'm just going to glue the bow onto her hair. Not her hair, her head. Oh, I love it. I think that's adorable. Let me finish gluing my bow together. If you guys would, please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you'll know every time I go live or upload new content. Cut this little tail off. Isn't that bow sweet? Put it right up here. I keep saying hair. She doesn't have hair, but I just think this is adorbs. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the description box below. Put that right there. Isn't that sweet? See her little bow now on her head. Isn't that adorable? And I haven't decided about any spiders yet because I really, like I said, I love the cute part of Halloween. I'm not really into the scary part. Never have been, but some of you are. Still, this could be used inside, outside on your door. You probably wouldn't want to get the sign super wet or anything. You want to hang it up underneath an awning or between two doors. It would fit between two doors. It's thin enough. And I just love it. Thank you all for joining me here at Perfectly Imperfect Designs. Have a good rest of your week. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.